Welcome to the installation of the model number 11604, which is the race car bedside. Now we start with the piece number 1 and number 2. Now first what we need to do is put in the screw in, where you can see the plastic ring, one there and one there. Now bear in mind the golden rules is put the screw in just enough to touch the surface only. Do not over tight or under tight the screw. Next we put in the rail in. As you can see, 2 rail. Now we dispatch the rail out into 2 pieces like that by pulling them apart, and then if you can see it, the level, just lift it up like that and pull it apart. Okay, now with this part here, the one you can see with the slicer, you place it up in like so. Okay, now bear in mind there is a rubber end and one is actually a harder end, like so. Okay, now with this one here, we're facing, if you can see the screw in the back there, you're facing this end at the back, like so, and this rubber end, thick one, will be in the front at the edge, like so. Okay, now bear in mind there are actually also 2 hole pre-draw there. We have to line up the one with the ovary hole into that hole there, one there, and also the back, the same thing like there. Okay, now next we're going to put in the screw in the hole where the ovary hole is, one there and also one there. We do the same as the one on the above. When you finish, you do the same thing on the other side as well. Now next we do piece number 5, which is the one white piece here. You can see there's actually 4 different holes there. Okay, this step here you need to put in a wooden dowel like this. We nail it in, 1 there, 2 there. Now the wooden dowel there is the golden rules, always put in 60% in and leave 40% out, like so. We do 2 on this side and also 2 on the other side. Okay, stop. Now we join this piece number 5 to either number 1 or number 2, doesn't matter, as long as the face is facing downwards, like so. Now we put in like this, in this position like that. Next we put in a locking device like this. Now bear in mind, as you can see, it's actually got an arrow there. Now this arrow must always face towards where the screw coming from. So in this case it's like this. Putting one there and also one over here. Now readjust, the arrow is facing downwards where the screw coming from, and when it's in line, put a little bit of pressure down like that and we'll lock in. We're using a flat screwdriver like that, we put it in like that and we turn clockwise position to lock it in. One there and also one over here. Good. Next we're using this piece item number 6, which is a slim slat like that. First we put in also 2 wooden dowel there, 1 there, 2 there, and we do the same on this side as well, 1 and 2. And when we finish, we put it in like this. Now bear in mind there's 2 holes there, color size facing outside like this, and the inside shouldn't have any color. Next we're going to pack 2 further locking device there like that. Now bear in mind this time we're facing the arrow is facing upwards, 1 there and also 1 more there, and again readjust the arrow if it's actually not in position, facing upwards again. Next we're joining the other side there. Now bear in mind, if the groove must be joining this groove here, so we can put in the slate of the back later in. Putting joint there, there and there, and also in the front there, make sure actually align sitting on top where the hole's coming in. Okay, once in position, give it a light tap there and make sure everything is nice fit. One is nicely fit there. We're using a flat screwdriver again, turning clockwise position like that, and locking one on this side as well. Okay, now we turn the table down in this position. Next we're going to put in the 4 legs in. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. We're using this screw here to tie it in. Now with the screw from the back, we put it in like so, and we put the legs in like so. Now with the Allen key that's provided, put it in like that, and we start tying it in. And make sure it's nice and tight like that. And when you finish, we do 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, and 4 there. So 4 legs has been installed. Okay. Now as you can see, by the time you finish, this leg, 2, 3, 4, this 4 leg must be looking like that. Yeah. Okay, once you finish the leg, we turn this table over in this position like so. As you can see, this piece number 4, which is the top piece of this table, it looks like that. Okay, now for this piece we're putting 4 screws, 1 screw there, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, once you finish, you also put in 4 of the wooden dowel in. We put 1 there. As you can see, same rules, leave 40% out like that. We do 1 there, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next we put in also 4 locking device there. Remember, always face the arrow upward like that. 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, and 4 there. Now say example, this one here doesn't fit properly. Just in case sometimes the locking device doesn't fit in properly, you just remove it out again using a flat screwdriver like that. Scrap it off the excess of the wood in the back, clear it off to make it nice and flat like so, and retry it again. As you can see, now it is now nice and flat. Okay, done. Next we're going to put in the top piece in. Now bear in mind with this one here, since your groove there, as you can see, there's just 2 slight groove in the back, 1 there and 1 there. Now we must match the screw in the back as well. So in this case we're doing like this, and then lightly tap. If it doesn't fit in, we're using a flat screwdriver and realign so it's nice fitting in. Now make sure, as you can see here, must be all tight fit there and also tight fit there before we lock it in. Okay, so in, one is nicely fit, we turn the locking device clockwise position again and turn it full clockwise, and same as this one. and one in the back as well. Now when you finish with that, you turn this one upside down like so. As you can see now, the groove is running along nicely in the same direction. Now with this board, the backboard here, as you can see, the difference is it's got a cut in the back there and also a cut in the back in here as well. Now we're putting the slide in the position where the cut is actually joining the edge there. Okay, so put it in. Like that. Now make sure all must be sitting inside the groove like so. One is a check. We use the hammer to hammer lightly further like so. Make sure it's sitting in the groove perfectly. Now by now you can see this one here must be nice and flat like that. Now we put this one here in this direction, down like that. Now we're putting 3 nails in. Now make sure you put the nails in the position probably about 1 mil or 2 mils up in thickness, like that. One in the middle like that. Okay, and then lock in position, and divide it out half there, one more there, and we also put halfway also one more at the back as well, like that. Now the bedside is half finished. As you can see now, we start to do the drawer. As you can see, that's 2 sets of drawer. One is actually a small one. As you can see, that's a small, more slimmer. It's supposed to be in 3 sets. One for the left, one for the right, and also one in the middle part. Now for this part here, we're putting 2 screws in one sled, and also 2 screws on this one as well. Now for the bigger drawer, we do the same thing as well. As you can see, this one left, one right, and one the middle one. We also put 1 screw there, 2, and 2 on the other part as well. Now we start with the big drawer first. Now as you can see, the middle part here, we're putting in 1 wooden dowel there. We hammered it in lightly and leave 40% in like that, and put also 1 on the other side as well, like so. Now next, we join the middle part with either left or the right, doesn't matter, in like this, but make sure the groove must be run along on the same line like that. Now we join in like so. Now when we do it, we also put in 2 locking devices there. One there and also one there. Now if it's not aligned, we just use a flat screwdriver to align it in like so, and tap it in. Make sure it's nice and tight, and once again we turn a clockwise position like that to lock it in, and we do the same for the other piece as well. 2 locking devices in as well, one there and also one there. Now lock it in like this, give it a good tap, make sure it's nice and tight, and make sure it's actually nice and square and level before we put in, and turn it clockwise position to lock it in like that. Okay, by now your drawer should look like that, and double check, make sure the groove is running along in the same side like that. Okay, next we put also 2 more wooden dowel there, 1 there, 2 there, and again put in like so, and then we put 4 locking device in, one there, and also one on this side and one on the other side, like so, like so. Now make sure the slate actually sit inside the groove. If not, push a little bit to make sure, and it should only leave only a little bit gap, that type of thickness left on the top only. As you can see, this is actually the front piece of the drawer. Now we put it in, also 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 screw there, and also the other piece we do the same as well. 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. Okay, now the only difference is, as you can see, for the big drawer, it's the one that I got a hole in the middle like that. That is for the big drawer. And as for the small drawer, they haven't got a hole in the middle. Okay, now back to the big drawer there. Since we are only halfway there, we're putting in the front piece like so. As you notice, this pin will go into there. Okay, so we line it up like that. Put a little bit of tap, make sure it's nice and tight. Now pay particular attention, make sure the slate must be sitting inside the groove, running along, okay? And once you have checked that, we use a flat screwdriver again and turn it clockwise position to lock it in. And we do the same for the other side as well. Next, we put in the rail in. As you can see, you put the rail like that. This is the front and this is the back. Now, when we put in the rail should look like this. Now, if the front is like so, the rail with the ending like that should be facing towards the front, and the open end should face to the back. Now, position the rail in the way that the ovary hole matching with the hole that's been pre-drilled there. Okay, and same as the back there, in there. Okay, so as you can see a position in like that. Okay, stop. As you can see, we put in the screw in the middle there, and also in the ovary hole as well. Now we tie the screw in the position, should be laying just in the middle of the hole there. If it's not in position, use a hammer and lightly tap until the screw must be sitting in the middle. Okay, and we do the same as for this one as well. Okay, and we do the same for the other side of the drawer, and we'll do the same procedure for the other drawer as well. Next, we're gonna put in the handle for the drawer. Now, as you can see, this one here we put as a handle. Now you require also a screw like that, and also a hinge. Now we put this one here like so, put it over like that. Okay, now we need a Phillips screwdriver to put from the back, and now put this handle in position like that, and then we tie it in. Now bear in mind with this one here, do not over tight, otherwise you're going to break and split the handle. Okay, just gently put it in like that and turn until it's actually secure, and do not over tight it like that. and we do the same for the other drawer as well. Now as you know, there's actually a large and a small one of the drawer. Now we put a small one to the top and the large one at the bottom. Okay, so this is a small one. Now before you put it in, make sure you pull the grayish looking slide there in the front, and same as this side as well. On the bottom we also slide to the front, so leave in position. Once it's in position, we line up the rail in like that and gently push it in. So okay, and should fit in like that. Now in the case if you put it in and the drawer doesn't go very smoothly, and if the lining, the top and the bottom is not aligned with the drawer, just pull it out like this halfway and give us a small tap like that, and one here to put it down a little bit to adjust it in. Okay, until you're happy with the lining and the position and the balance of the drawer, like so. Once you're happy with the balance of the left and the right hand side of the drawer, then that is in position. Okay, when you finish, you continue to the bottom as well. As you can see, this is the final product of the drawer, and you should finish looking like that.